So much flows from all of this for Pell, for the police, the public prosecutor and the judiciary. But what about the media? The ABC's Louise Milligan has been feted by her colleagues and the media establishment for her pursuit of Pell. Her book, Cardinal, The Rise and Fall of George Pell, won her a Walkley Award, and her years of prosecutorial reporting on Cardinal Pell won her a Melbourne Press Club Gold Quill Award, and the Australian Press Council gave her a Press Freedom Medal. Now, we need investigative journalism, but it has to be fair and it has to be accurate, and it has to get to the truth. If it misses the truth, it's not prizeworthy. But of course, the awards don't matter. They do no harm. What matters is what they tell us about the journalism culture and the culture of the journalists' union that's supposed to champion ethics, objectivity and the search for truth. Are they all caught up in the same ideological and cultural standpoint? Of course they are. The green left jaundice of these institutions, the capture of the media political class by the so-called progressives is manifest. It deprives the public of a robust and balanced media, especially from the public broadcasters. It pollutes our democracy, and as we've seen in this case, it can be dangerous, appallingly dangerous for individuals pursued with a media witch hunt through the legal system. Since Cardinal Pell's acquittal, his media opponents have been obstinate. ABC presenter Barry Cassidy tweeted that the High Court had merely found there wasn't enough evidence to convict, and he urged people to maintain their views regardless of the verdict. This is appalling. Cassidy urging people to keep branding an innocent man as a pedophile. So much for justice and the presumption of innocence. Cassidy and his Labor mates have been strangely silent on alleged sexual assault victims who've tried to press charges against prominent Labor politicians. In the 9 media newspapers, the pile-on has continued. They ran former ABC host John Fain, who seemed to still want to punish a man who'd been wrongly imprisoned for over a year. While George Pell can sleep in a different bed tonight and presumably in COVID-19 self-isolation for 2 weeks, he will never recover his standing or reputation. Well, he moved from Victoria to New South Wales. I don't know what COVID-19 isolation has got to do with it, but why delight in the damage to his reputation? Fain went on in a fashion that explains much about this case. His imperious, combative manner and arrogant display at the Victorian State Parliamentary Inquiry that predated the Gillard Royal Commission came to embody the Church's sense of entitlement and privilege. His undisciplined annoyance and quick temper at being held to account made it imperative he not give sworn evidence at trial. Yet, Fain spits out his contempt for Pell. So many wanted him convicted because of what he represented and for his demeanour. How illiberal, how unreasonable, how dangerous can you get? The ABC last week went on the record denying it was involved in a witch hunt. Editorial director Craig McMurtry burst into print on the ABC's website defending its reporting and restating its aim to report without fear or favour. He said the allegations against such a senior church figure was unquestionably a legitimate story, one that had to be pursued. Well, no one suggests they shouldn't have reported it. It's all about how they pursued it. He went on to boast that the High Court judgment summary was published online on ABC News Digital and read out loud by news presenter Joe O'Brien on the ABC News channel. Not some of it, all of it. Really? It's generous for the ABC to actually report the final verdict, the acquittal judgment? That desperation gives the game away. McMurtry was keen to point to looming civil action and the release of Royal Commission findings, saying reporting on these matters won't be a witch hunt either. It will be responsible public interest journalism. Given what we've seen from the ABC's public interest journalism on this case so far, that doesn't sound very reassuring. It sounds more like a threat.